Hey guys, welcome to Behind the Recipe. We got the spicy veal rigatoni. I'm going right in, Parks. Hot.
I love this dish.
I know you do.
I love this dish.
And I brought out a little Parmesan Reggiano. And I know you like extra cheese on everything.
Wow.
So, if you like a bolognese type of sauce, this is going to be a good sauce for you. It's just really rich and hearty and comforting. But like a little cleaner than beef. It's like less fatty, a little better for you. I know how some people feel about veal, but once in a while, it's so good. And the fennel. So do you like fennel in general?
The other times I had it, I didn't know there was fennel in here.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Okay,
and I didn't know there was sambuca in here. I just knew it was delicious and rich and still kind of light. It looks like it would be a heavy
but it's kind of
pasta,
light.
but it's not. And I mean, the only thing I know about fennel is from being up in the hills, and it grows wild, and if you break it off, you smell the licorice. But I never know what's in your food. I just know if it's amazing to me and I'm blown away by it or not. And this is one of those that blows me away. But I don't taste fennel. Oh.
It's really interesting that you say that because, we started doing this show, this series, whatever you want to call it, about 82 days ago. And, Parker, and I've mentioned this before, he helps me cook. He helps me, prep stuff when I'm catering. He, helps me out with dinner. He's really sweet like that in the kitchen, like he'll help me cut stuff. But usually when we're cooking together and I'm making dinner or lunch or even like for a party, I'm not necessarily like telling him what I'm doing, what the end product is going to be and what the ingredients are. But now that he's like witness to like everything that I'm cooking, he's like, oh, that's in that? Like, it's so funny to me because I hadn't thought about it before. And I wasn't sharing it with him, not because I was keeping it a secret. It just,
you're busy.
I'm just like, I'm thinking of 5 things in my head. I got something in the oven, something on the stove. I'm cutting this. I'm trying to think about timing. So it's kind of fun for me to hear what's a surprise for you, It's cool.
I didn't know what to expect the first time I had this. And it just, I mean, I'm not a foodie, but I've eaten in some great restaurants. But I've had great food. But
You're
I
a
don't
foodie
know
now.
I don't know what makes it great. I watch you make decisions all the time where you decide, I think I'm going to add this or I'm going to add that, and you're tweaking, trying, playing, and it comes out some amazing combination of flavors that to me is just one great, amazing flavor.
That's why I love cooking so much more than baking. And I have so much respect for people who bake full-time, part-time, as a hobby. And I'm a good baker. I'm definitely a really good baker. But I don't enjoy it as much as cooking. I enjoy the end product and I enjoy the craft. But as I've said many times, I hate following recipes. I hate math. And it's like, there's always like so many fractions involved in measuring. And like, if you're talking to me, I lose count and then I have to remeasure the flour. And did I put in, it's like stresses me out a little bit. I have to kind of like be alone in my own zone to bake well. And with cooking savory foods, I talk about layering flavors and like, I just love like starting with something so simple, like the ground veal that has almost no flavor in it at all. And then building the flavors by putting it in the meat and then adding the onions and the fennel and then adding tomato paste and the chicken stock and the tomato paste and the anchovy paste and the tomato sauce and reducing it and
I'd
the
forgotten
cheese.
all of those ingredients. I'd forgotten all of those.
And the pasta water. I mean, all those things add all these levels. And then, you can adjust. Like, if you think, it's too spicy, I can do this. If it's not salty enough, I can add more. But with baking, it's like you put it in the oven and like you're done. Like if you put, salt instead of sugar in, that's like a one-time mistake. You know, like everyone I know who went to culinary school, and probably a million other people who didn't, mistake kosher salt for sugar at one point. And you put in like a half a cup of salt, and you get that cupcake out or chocolate cake, and you're just like, I did it like once in culinary school. It was like so embarrassing, but hey, that's how you learn.
Well, this is amazing. Thank you so much. It's one of my faves of yours.
You're welcome.
I think I've only had it once before, right? Or did I have it twice? With you.
I think I've made it for you probably 10 times.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I loved it just as much every time. I'm sure.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you. Close this out.
Okay.
You can do it, guys.
See you soon.